Hey y'all. This is Teresa. I was just y'all know I'm not trying to take anybody's place. I'm not trying to walk over anybody, but I had planned on doing this before Becca and Dana come on. I was going to watch Dawn and then come on and show how I made a transparent card. This card right here I made, and it's got a transparent front, a transparent flower, and a love, and it says thank you for all you do. This is a pastor appreciation card, and the scripture is John 13:15, and this is from ESV. It says greater love has no one than this, someone lay down his life for his friends. Okay, so this is what I made, and I'm gonna make one here tonight to show you how I did it, but this time I'm going to do the red. This is going to be a birthday card. I'm thinking about putting this on there, but I'm going to wait and see what I think about it first. See if it'll match up with this. Anyway, there's that. And that's my card. All right. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. So, I've got to get my move all this stuff out of my way because, that's just the way it is. And because to make a card, this is called an A4 size. You put your, let me pull y'all back a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Let me pull you back a little bit. You take your paper and you fold it in half. Okay? I always score it. Right? Then what I do is I cut it. I'll have to trim it out again later because I can't cut a straight line, not even when I make one. Okay? So I cut it in half. Then this is another piece of this card, and then I will take this piece and I'll half it again. See, all right. So I'm going to use dies for my card. And these 3 dies are the ones that I'm going to be using for making my card. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this die here, it's kind of a medium die, and I'm going to cut the face of my card. Okay. Put this over here. That way, gotta make sure I got it right. You always make sure you got it right? Okay. Then I'm going to pull this back this way because I can go the other way better with it. Okay. Pull these back where they match up here. Then I'm going to lay this on, try to get it even. This is going to be a birthday card for a very dear lady at my church. And so this is going to be something that I hope she likes it. Oh, come on. Which way are you going here? Sometimes these things can be just plain stubborn. Sometimes they want to move and shift on you and stuff like that. And they just do it on their own. That's the way it is. I'm going to have to start learning to get me some. Okay, so here's a pretty large piece of white paper, which I will cut down with the smaller one. Let me get this on here straight. I know it's not very much, but it's something that I was thinking on and working out how to make a transparent card. And I had this bag that I got for Mother's Day with a flower in it. It was kind of a tall bag. So I cut part of it out to make a transparency. So I know I'll have to clean it a little bit with some alcohol and everything to get all the fingerprints off of it from handling it and everything. But I'll do that too, I promise. Okay, so this one's going to be in the red, like I said. So I got to find me a red piece of paper. Come on out of there. And I do the same thing. I'll take it and I'll put it in half. At least I try to anyway. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is something I had planned on doing after I watched Dawn, because she was only supposed to be on for a short time, and she was. And so after I watched Dawn, I decided to come on. And then before I come on, Dana and Becca came on. I went in, I said hi, I gave them a like, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And so I want this red here. Wait a minute, I don't want that one on there. I got to go back through and find all my stuff again. I got so much stuff on my desk from working on the other card that I showed you. Then oh, there they are. See, and I want the larger one for this one, because it's going to be in the background here with the white on top of it. So I'm going to make the larger one here. And that's where my sentiment is going to go. You know, happy birthday to you. That sort of thing. And then I'll cut this out. Gotta move some stuff around because it's getting in my way now. Because it's falling over and getting in my way. But this little lady at our church, I think I was told she turned 90. So this is going to be kind of a special card for her. Okay, so now got that. Let me set this down for a minute. Kind of show you about what I'm talking about. Okay, there's this. Lay that up there. And then I'm going to take this and put it here. Okay. And then I'm going to take the smaller one and put it here. Okay. That's where my sentiment is going to go. Of course, I haven't got it down yet, but this, as you can see, will fit straight away into the center of this. Okay. So that when you open it up, you're going to see the red around it. So then this flower, and I've got another thing that I'm going to do, and it's going to be white and red. We'll stick these right here. I'm going to do love in white and red. The word love, like I did on this one, I'm going to put this word on here with the red background and a white front, like I did on this one. And then I'm going to put a sentiment in and write happy birthday to her and everything, and just hope that she likes it. I'm not a professional card maker by any means, but I do love to experiment with things. And I was thinking about putting this on here, but I don't have red ink to do it with. But I was thinking about doing something like this. and then making a with much love from Teresa, you know, and as you can see, I'm stumbling over my own words tonight. I'm just getting over a really bad headache that I've had since, might as well say, Sunday night. And then, let me see, where'd I put it? I know I showed it to y'all, but I need to show it to me again. Because I fussy cut, there it is. I fussy cut out this flower, and it will be on here. There'll be a transparency behind it. It won't be this one because there's a crease in it. But I will put a transparency behind it like this. And then I will put this on it, and then the word love will go across here like I did on the other one. So, and that's how I'm going to line it up. Okay, let me get started. Let's get started. Okay, I need this. Now here's my word love right here. I'm going to get out my little Tim Holtz sidekick type thing. Here's my tape. Thank you to whoever came in and put up likes for me. I know that you've left now, but that's okay. It's quite all right. Well. So what I'll do is I will cut this big enough to go on my Tim Holtz cutter, like that, because it'll go through my mini cutter. I'm thinking about taking my white glitter paper, and putting the word love in white glitter on it. Because I think that'll be cute. Just not all over it, just the word itself. This is the backing. That's going to be the backing. And then let's see. And then this right here. And how I measure it is I do it like this, and I cut just where I need it to be cut. I'm going to lay that back up there. Thank you. And I'm going to put this down on here. Of course, you know you put your glitter side up when you're working with it. Because if you don't, you put your die cutting side down and your glitter side up when you're working with your dies. Because if you don't, then your glitter is going to be down. And it's going to be backward. It's going to be all kinds of stuff. And you definitely don't want that. So, all right. And so here is my word that is going on the top of the red. And that's how it's going to be backed. Like that. Now let me pop this out. I know. And see, I like this because it gives me the love right here. You can really tell what it is, and that's going to be real pretty to put on a page somewhere, something like that. And then I have that done. I'm going to take this little piece, because this is also a piece of glitter paper, but I haven't found anything small enough for it yet. So I'm going to put this back through because I put up the gray piece that goes with it. And see, it's not quite thick enough without that. So Now, I've got this little oval that come out of my O. And there's my love, and I got to put my love down. And what I'm going to do here is take my art glitter glue. And I'm just going to be on long enough to make this card. I'm not going to be on very long. It won't take long to do this because I'm not going to sit here and make you watch glue dry, okay? That's okay. And I appreciate you coming in and saying something to me. And I appreciate the thumbs up. I do. And I'm not on very often. But Beth has the flu, so I'm praying she gets better real soon. And everything. And now, move this stuff around. Move this to over here. And this will go right here, like I said, when I'm done. Okay, then this is going over here. Fine. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Slide that back over to there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to put this down. And I need to even this out because if I don't, I won't get it down right. I also have a Happy Mail that I want to show that I got today. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to get this straight. And I want to get it over here. And I want to put this down. And what I want to do is bring this up and I want to crease it a little bit right there because that's where I'm going to cut it to. Cover. That way that big section won't be in my way. Make sure I've got it right because anything that hangs over is fine as long as it's not in my crease. But anything else I can cut off. Once I get it glued down, I can cut it off. Okay, so I can cut this. Yes, I know. It's got fingerprints all over it real bad. I've been handling this little bag today. And to keep it from being overly done, I crease it like that. Come back in the cut. Did any of y'all see Janet Baum's post about her butterflies made from the hearts? If you didn't, you really should go look at that. That's a really cool way to make butterflies. I really liked it. Really pretty. So, actually, I have a couple of Happy Meals that I want to show because I got one from Karen and one from Jazzy. And once I get this down, it'll be okay. I will come back and I will clean it all up. But I'm going to come back in here with my nice little fingers because I got ink on them from working on cards. I'm going to come in here. I did it, didn't I? I still went over. That's what I get for not being able to see well. Okay, let me see. There it is. And I'll come back in here before it gets glued down real good. And I'm going to trim that out. That way, I can come back in here. I can take my bone folder. And I'm going to bone fold. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to come here and I'm going to go around these edges. And I'm going to kind of burnish it down so that it will spread this glue back here. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to come back in here with my scissors. You can see where it hangs over. I'm going to come back in here with my scissors and I'm going to trim that off. Just like that. And the same way at the bottom, I'm going to trim it just like it should be, because this card is a little off right here. Now I'm going to trim it out, and there is that part. Now, to the next part. To the next part is going to be my love. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. Make sure I've got it where it's opening right. And this is just, it really is a very simple thing. It's not, so this is all pretty much, the transparency is scrap. And I'm going to pull this all the way to the bottom and lay it out right there. All right. And I'll come back like I'm going to do with this one over here. I'm going to give it to my pastor's wife tomorrow night because it's what I made them for Pastor Appreciation Day. I'm going to give it to my pastor's wife tomorrow night. And then move this out of the way. Move some stuff away from where I'm working. Maybe I'll find something, right? My flowers done walked away on me. And I know I just had it in my hand, so it's not far. Unless it fell on the floor, and that's possible. That's possible. It's possible. It's possible. And let's see. No, it didn't. I don't want to make y'all have to sit here and watch me fuss cut another one out, but I guess y'all could see where I got my flower from. I got it from this wrapping paper. It's where I got the flower. And see, here's one right here. And I'm gonna go back in here, just like I did before. I'm gonna come and get it. I'm gonna cut this flower around it because I'm not gonna try to cut the fussy cut around this big old bag here. But like I said, this was around the flower, the what do you call them? They're not lilies, but and I can't get real close because I'll end up cutting the petals off of the flower. But that's okay because the clear won't show up so much. And that's okay about the other one because I'll find it and I'll use it on a different card. Matter of fact, I just found it, but there it is. I can use this one. Like I said, I knew it wasn't far. I just didn't look hard enough for it. And I'm going to put this one on here like this. Okay. And I think I'm going to use some double-sided tape for it instead of glue on it because it takes so long. Come on now. There it is. It takes so long for the glue to dry. And it does dry, and it dries clear. But double-sided tape works really well for transparencies too, in case you didn't know. And I'm just going to put it down like this. No, nothing I do is perfect, but that's okay too. And on double-sided tape, don't forget that you're supposed to burnish it down and everything so that it'll stay down. So all I do is just take this double-sided tape and I rub it like a rub-on. And right here, I got it a little over the edge, but that's okay because I can clip that off. And anybody that doesn't know, you can clean your scissors with machine oil and it'll take the glue and stuff off of it. And I just go through and I peel all these little tabs off. And I would have waited until Becca and Dana got off, but I know Becca and Dana will be on for a while, so you know, and I don't have that kind of time. So, and they're doing an impromptu. This is usually Beth's night, and they usually go on with Beth, so that's all right too. And so what I do is I go through, and of course you burnish it down, just like you did on the flower. And there's that. And when you look at it, it's transparency. That. And I'll come back in here like I said, and let's see, I've got to burnish that down a little bit more because you can still see the tape. Once you get it all burnished down just right, you don't see that tape anymore. You just see the transparency. All right, and then I've got a happy birthday, but here it is. Here's this right here. And I've decided not to use that happy birthday because it's hard to see. And I'm afraid at her age, she may not be able to see that. So I am going to put this down. I'll put this down. Try to center it as much as I can. You got to move that out of the way so I can tell where the end of this ends. Then this one, I'm going to put trying to figure out which way it looks best. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to I'm trying to get it like 1/8 of an inch away from it. Get out my stamp set because it's got the stamps in it that I use for the back. And of all these, I don't see not one that says happy birthday. It says it's your day. But I'd rather have one for her that says happy birthday. All right, then I'm going to take this right here. This stamp and this one. Okay. And I'm going to take my black ink. And I'm going to go from the heart. I'm going to bring it up some because I'm going to sign it on the back. Okay. And then I'm going to put this little heart on there. Like that. Doesn't have to be dark because it's just, telling her it's from me to her. Then, get my ink pens out. Find my black one. Teresa Church. 9/2023, September 2023. Then I'm going to do my sentiment, put it in, and it'll be done. So there it is. Hey, Marty. Thank you for coming by. I was just making a card, and I had planned on doing this before Dana and Becca come on, so it wasn't something that was for the moment. But thank you for coming. And this is the one I made for a birthday card, and I'm gonna put happy birthday and all that inside. I stamped it on the outside with a heart, and says from the heart, and it says my name right there. Here's the one I made for Pastor Appreciation Day. I'm gonna give it to his wife tomorrow, and that's then of course you can see it's a transparency right there. Then it says, thank you for all you do for us. John 13:15. Greater love hath no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. And then, of course, it's the same thing on the back, from the heart and my name. And there it is. And that's what I was going to do tonight. And that's all. So what do y'all think? What do you think, Marty? Did I do okay? Is it too amateurish? Are they too amateurish? Do you think they're okay? Yeah, it was actually an acetate bag that I got with a flower in it for Mother's Day. This right here. And the flowers came from, okay, so this purple flower came from the bag itself that it was on. See? And then the red flower came from this bag that was wrapped around it. The flower came in itself. So I thought, well, I'm gonna do something with it. I'm not throwing it away. It's just too pretty to not do something with. And it's not something I want to hold on to. It's something I want to share. And I thought that one came out pretty good. This is my first one I ever made. I thought it came out pretty good. And this being my second one, I thought it came out pretty good too. So, what do you think? I'm trying to think of a sentiment I want to put in it besides happy birthday. Like I said, I think Sister Carolyn is going to be like 90 years old. I think they said. Or she is. She just turned 90. So I'm gonna round the corners. My fingers are getting weak on me. I'm gonna round those corners, and I'm gonna round these two. I'm gonna find a sentiment, and I'm gonna print it out and put it in there, and then tell her happy birthday. And she's always been great. No, you don't think so? It's just it's an idea, and I made this one first just to see what it would come out like. And as you can see, the glue on this one is still quite wet, and I hope it dries overnight because I want it to be dry tomorrow night when I give it to his wife. And then this one here I used the tape, and I'm going to put a sentiment, like I said, and I got to make the envelopes for them. And just to make the envelopes for them, I just take regular copy paper, or I don't use any cardstock for that. I just take copy paper. And because of the fact that it's a half fold, I do it this way. And then I will take it and I'll do it this way also. And the reason why I do this here is because I'll come back and I'll cut those pieces off, like here. Okay, so I'm going to cut these pieces off right here because I don't need that. That's too much bulk. Same with this. Right. And then when I put these down, I'll take some tape, and I'm going to put that double-sided tape. And before I do, I'm going to level this out. And then I was leveling that out. And I'm getting this ready to cut off because, you know, I can. I don't need that bulk. and that's how I measure things. I don't see well to see those little bitty spots on a ruler. So this is how I do my envelopes, like this, and then I come down like this, and then I have an envelope for my card. And then there it is. And then I can put their name on it. This one I'm gonna leave out a little longer, but you know, like I said, I can use this one because it's the same thing. This one is a flip open this way card, and the other one is from side to side card, like opening this way, and this one opens flip so that you can stand them up if you want to and see, you know, that they are transparent cards. Just an idea. Just an idea. Now I'll take this one. Throw that away. Thanks, Marty. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that too. Then I'll come here. And I usually try to put it right in the middle. I don't do it that way. And like I said, you're supposed to burnish down the tape. And you do it that way, and it seals it off right there. And then you come back to the other side. I burnish that down. And I'm not going to worry about putting any on the flap because I'm not going to seal it shut. I want her to be able to get into it easily. You know, she's a wonderful lady, and I just love her to pieces. She's just sweet and gentle, and she's just one of those kind of people that you like to be around, you know. And then I'll burnish it down here. I'll lay this back up here because there's another card. And then when I get the sentiment in, all I got to do is slide it in and write Sister Carolyn's name on it, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. And I'll give it to her on Sunday. I should have gave it to her last Sunday. However, I forgotten, didn't get it made. Yeah. I've had a lot of people call me T. And sometimes I think sometimes I remember they call me T, and sometimes I don't. Because I've always been called Teresa. I've never been called anything but Teresa. So, you know, it's just a matter of me remembering that you're calling me T. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy myself when it comes to measuring. Yeah, I have my ex-husband's daughter calls me Mama Tree. And so that's me too. She calls me Mama Tree. So what have you got going on tonight, Marty? See, I'm fixing to get off and go back and sit and talk to Becca and Dana for a little while, and then I'm going to go take me a shower and get ready for bed because I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. That's okay. You can call me T and everything. That's fine with me. I'm not offended. I just got to remember you're calling me, not someone else, because I know several T's on here. So I just got to remember that that you're calling me T. So that's fine with me, Marty. You can do that. You can do that. So there's that one, and I'm gonna figure out the sentiment, and I'm gonna write it out and put it in here. I'm gonna use red ink because it's a red base card, and I guess you noticed I used mine in your least favorite colors, right? But that's because that's the colors that my flowers were. So that sounds good, Marty. Talk while you can, darling. Enjoy. And I'll talk to you later. I'm going to get off of here, and I appreciate the 5 people that came in and put a thumbs up, and the 2 people that are watching now. Thank you. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate it. And I'm going to let y'all go because this is all I was going to do was do a quick card. And have a good night. Tell Ron I said hey, and have a good night. Bye.